Hi everybody, my name is Sikhulile Dlamini. I go by the name of Sikhi or Siku that I'm known by within the industry. And I've been in the technology business for over 14 years and I've had multiple roles within the technology industry. Currently, I work for a company named Digital Gaming Corporation, and at Digital Gaming Corporation, I am the integration lead. At Digital Corporation, we are an e-gaming company and we do focus a lot on technology. We focus on creating specific games, and my role is to ensure that other businesses basically integrate with the DGC systems. We call the company DGC for short, as it's just a better acronym for identifying ourselves within the industry. How I got to be an integration lead for Digital Gaming Corporation is I studied computer programming. So I, of course, did my GCSEs, and then once that was approved, I did those in South Africa. I then went to college and I studied for computer programming. However, there's multiple avenues into which one can get into technology industry. So you could go via college route, you can go university. There are also some people, believe it or not, who actually haven't gone to college or university. However, perhaps they were apprentices after they did their GCSEs. And some of the subjects you could study are varied. It's from English to math to science, etc. Because technology is such a vast field, there's no set subjects that you do need to follow. Within the technology industry, there's multiple roles as well. So that's what's lovely about technology is you can be a project manager, as an example, whereby you can manage multiple projects for that technology company. You can be a project administrator. You can be somebody within compliance for a technology company. You can be an administrator for a technology company. Now, there's been so many aspects and so many stereotypes to say you have to be sometimes, nerdy, or sometimes you have to study a specific thing in order to get to technology, but that's not the case. There's been quite a few people who've changed roles, as an example, and are currently now within the technology industry. Within the technology industry that I'm currently in, of course, and the role that I play is whereby I lead the company from their integrations. And what I basically do is any new customer that wants to take any of our games or any of our software, what they would potentially do is they would liaise with myself and the team, and we would then assist them from a technical perspective. We would give them requirements of what they need to do. We would assist their developers as well as their testers in the sense of testing for the technology once it's been implemented. We ensure that we work with multiple teams across all businesses to ensure a successful integration. It might seem very daunting, of course, because it is quite a mouthful of a word, integrations. However, in life, you actually integrate with everything you do. When you go to school, as an example, you integrate with the people that go to school, with your friends, with your family. It's basically an integration where multiple people work together to integrate for the betterment of something. Be it a friendship, be it the fact that perhaps from a family members, but there's multiple aspects of integration. And what's great is, in everyday life, you have integrations, as well as in technology you have integrations. So it's a lovely field to be in, and it's quite an exciting field to be in as well. So talking about technology, I think it also is good to highlight moments where within the technology industry, my career, which has been my best moment. That was in 2017, where for the Responsible Business Awards, I was actually nominated for a positive role model in gender field. And what that nomination was about is it was identifying people within specific industries and specific genders, of course, whereby they were role models for their field. And in that nomination, I actually won that award as a positive role model for women within the technology industry. And that was a really, really big moment for me. Superseding that as well, in 2019, I got nominated as the leading team leader for gaming awards, basically for the Women in Gaming Awards, and that was another proud moment for me. In as much as I didn't take the Team Leader of the Year award then, the fact that I was nominated across multiple women was a fantastic achievement. And that's why within the technology industry, it's such a great industry, because they acknowledge excellence, and it was quite a privilege to be one of those. how I've basically gotten here, and I've alluded to it before, was I did study my GSCs. I've done a computer programming diploma. Thereafter, I started working as a software specialist. I then migrated to being a quality assurer, and from there I've basically worked my way up to being the first female technical lead for this company. And I have been playing a female lead role in other companies previously, so it's a possibility that any girl can do it, any boy can do it. It's a field that people shouldn't be daunted to enter in. And what we've been finding more and more is there's been a lot of people who've had career changes who've actually come into technology, so it's an amazing field to be in, especially in the world that we're moving towards, where it's moving towards technology. And you wake up in the morning and the first thing you do is you pick up your phone. That's part of an integration that's actually happened, because there's someone behind the scenes that's made sure that the hardware, so the case of your phone as an example, has software running inside it, and those systems have to integrate to make sure that when you actually do launch your phone, it gives you everything you need. So for example, when you load your phone, you can unlock your phone, you can take pictures, you can receive calls, and you can receive text. All that is actually part of an integration in itself. So without knowing it, you already have seen a product of an integration itself. Now, the one thing from a technology perspective that I've realized is, and I wish that I could tell my younger self, was don't be scared to do it. You know, sometimes when I would look into getting into technology, it took me quite a while. It took me about a year until I decided to actually get into it, and that was because of all the negative thoughts that I had within myself. And what I would tell a younger me was, have faith in yourself. You know, it's possible to do it. Any person can do it as long as you put your mind and your heart into it. You can achieve anything, and that's what I'd actually tell younger self, and it's what I'd tell anybody that wants to kind of, you know, explore the technology aspect. It's a lovely industry to be in. There's so much growth within technology, so it's something that is for everybody, and there's so many different roles, so you can actually fit yourself in so many different roles within technology. Thank you very much for watching and for listening, and if you have any questions with regards to technology, how to get into it, etc., please don't hesitate to give me a shout.